Step into a tomb lost in the sands of time, a tomb that holds the mysterious secret of Egypt's so-called blonde queen. I am Queen Meresankh III, granddaughter of the mighty Khufu, and wife of Pharaoh Khafre. But there's something peculiar about my story, something that has puzzled even the brightest minds for nearly a century. Let me show you who I really was, beyond the stone walls and ancient reliefs. You stand now in the main chamber of my tomb, a rare sight in Giza. Unlike Saqqara, which was explored for millennia, Giza hides its treasures well. Here the walls still breathe with color, vivid reds, deep blues, and golden yellows. These colors tell my story, declaring me the king's daughter of his body and the king's wife. Look closer. See how the ancient gods are etched into stone beside me. Horus, Seth, and Anubis, the gods of my time. Before the rise of Osiris, it was these deities who guided the dead. Walk behind the pillars, and you will find the north chamber, where I am surrounded by women, 10 of them. They, like me, are of the royal bloodline. See their wigs, short, neat, and their dresses tight against their bodies. They were nobles of the old kingdom. But who are they exactly? That remains a mystery even now, their names lost to time. Yet here we stand together, frozen in stone. Now gaze upon my image on the western wall. Notice the color of my wig, yellow. George Reisner, the man who discovered my tomb in 1927, believed this meant I was blonde. Imagine that, a blonde Egyptian queen. Perhaps it's true, or perhaps it's simply the colors of ancient artistry playing tricks. Behind me you can see my son, Neb-Akkad, adorned with a white sash marking him as chief lector priest. Like his father, he served Egypt well. Now we enter the offering chamber, a sacred space filled with inscriptions pleading for my peaceful journey into the afterlife. Anubis, lord of the sacred land, watches over me. Offerings of bread, beer, and cakes are etched into the walls, for I will need them on my journey to the west, where the great gods await. Can you feel the reverence? The reliefs show processions of musicians and dancers, bringing life to the walls, just as they did during the times of celebration. Ah, and here stands Prince Kawab, my father, eldest son of Khufu, but he never ascended the throne. Fate took him before his time. He was a great vizier, but his younger brother Hetepheres became pharaoh, leaving Giza behind to build his pyramid elsewhere. It was Khafre, my husband, who returned to Giza to erect his grand tomb. But look closely at the art here. While it honors us, it pales in comparison to the masterpieces crafted by later generations in Saqqara. Finally, we descend into the heart of my tomb, the burial chamber. Empty now, with only the scars of time, traces of tools and the glistening salt on the walls remain. My sarcophagus once rested here, a beautiful granite piece now housed in the Cairo Museum. It originally belonged to my mother, Hetepheres II. When it was opened, they found my skull. And oh, the shock! It was elongated, unnaturally so, just like the skulls of Akhenaten's daughters, 1,000 years after my time. What could it mean? The mystery of my life only deepens. So, was I truly blonde? Perhaps. Or perhaps the colors of the ancient world tell a story far deeper than we can understand. One thing is certain. My tomb, my image, and my legacy have left their mark on history. But as with all things in Egypt, the truth remains buried, waiting to be uncovered. Will you be the one to solve the riddle? The past is full of secrets, and the tomb of Meresankh III, the so-called blonde queen, is just one of them. Subscribe to uncover more mysteries. and join us as we journey deeper into the sands of ancient Egypt.